Yeah. What a crazy finish today at Stegman Coliseum between the number one team in the country, Auburn, and Georgia. Auburn was pretty much winning most of the entire game, but Georgia came back and tied it. I mean, it was tied. Auburn took the lead. It was like tied. Georgia takes the lead, tied again. Georgia takes the lead, tied. Auburn takes the lead, tied. Auburn takes the lead. It was some crazy stuff. Um, but with about 3.3 seconds left, Wendell Green of Auburn, Wendell Green Jr., made a layup with about 4 seconds remaining. And then Georgia tried to get a shot from half court, but once I saw the ball go up, I knew it wasn't going in because it was too high. If he would have shot it a little bit lower, I think it would have gone in. But well, what can you do about it? But hey, I gotta say, that's not bad. I mean, well, we beat Alabama. Well, they didn't play good, but we're still bad. We were still bad, even though we beat Alabama. We're still bad. You know what I'm saying? But against number one Auburn. I mean, that's impressive how great we played. I thought we were gonna get completely destroyed today. But we only lost by 2 to the number one team. In our line in the history of the Georgia men's basketball team, they were going into this game, they were 0-16 against number one teams. And now they're 0-17. They could have been 1-16, but hey, they just couldn't get it done against Auburn. I mean, I saw Tom Crean. I liked how Tom Crean was firing up the crowd. That's what I like. I like seeing the coach firing up the crowd. I saw Tom Crean getting all fired up, and he's firing up the crowd. Man, Stegman Coliseum was alive. That was alive this afternoon. I can tell you that much. But yeah, I mean, great game for Georgia. Only a 2-point loss to the number one team. Who can say? Not many. I mean, Missouri almost beat Auburn, and now Georgia almost beat Auburn. I just thought about something. If Gonzaga blows out their opponent today, could they move up to the number one spot because Auburn only beat Georgia by 2 points? I'm thinking this game could affect Auburn's ranking because of how close the game was. If Auburn would have beaten Georgia by I don't know, say 15 or 20, then I think they would remain number one regardless of if Gonzaga blows out their opponent or doesn't beat them by a lot. But now I'm starting to think it could be closer now. I mean, Gonzaga could take the number one spot if they just destroy their opponent today, because Auburn only beat Georgia by 2 and might affect their ranking. Well, we'll see. We'll see what it does. For now, Auburn's still number one in the country. Georgia drops to what are we, 6-17, something like that. Yeah, Georgia's now 6-17, while Auburn improves to 22-1, if I'm correct. Yep. So after getting beat badly by Arkansas, after getting beat by Arkansas by 26 points on Wednesday, we play a very close game against the number one team in the country, and then we play Florida on Wednesday. Yeah, I don't know about this anymore. All these teams we're playing, maybe Mizzou could be a win. That could be a win for all I know. Florida, that probably going to be a loss. South Carolina, loss. LSU, loss. Ole Miss, we'll see. Texas A&M, probably a loss. Florida, another loss. Tennessee will definitely be a loss. And Missouri could be a win. I don't know, but you know what? It doesn't really matter anymore. We're getting to the end of the basketball season. We'll get ready for Georgia baseball. We'll see how they do. Georgia baseball is actually pretty solid, I tell you that much. So I'll see what the baseball team has in store. We'll see what the baseball team how the baseball team does this season. I think they'll do pretty well. They're usually pretty good. Baseball is actually a good sport at Georgia. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. I mean, very good game for Georgia. I mean, they couldn't win, but they at least had a very close game against Auburn. But regardless of that, I'll see you guys in the next video, and go Dogs.